The Boston Celtics just made a move that's got fans and analysts buzzing. Georges Niang is out, Chris Boucher is in, and the front office is making it clear. This season isn't about chasing the title. It's about saving money and staying flexible. But what does that really mean for the Celtics' future? And are these moves laying the foundation for something bigger? Let's break it all down. Before we dive in, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Boston is cooking up a long-term plan? Or is this a rebuild in disguise? So here's the big headline. The Celtics have traded Georges Niang and 2 second-round picks to the Utah Jazz in exchange for rookie R.J. Lewis Jr. Now, Niang's time in Boston was short, incredibly short. He was only just acquired in a multi-team deal involving Kristaps Porzingis and the Atlanta Hawks. But now, less than a month later, he's on his way out. Why? It all comes down to money. Niang was set to earn $8.2 million next season. And for a Celtics team that's already moved on from Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis, and is unlikely to bring back Al Horford, this is part of a larger strategy. They're trying to get below the dreaded second tax apron, the luxury tax level that penalizes big-spending teams under the new CBA. Boston is shaving off salary, and Niang was the next domino to fall. But trading him isn't just a money-saving move. It also brings back a promising young piece in R.J. Lewis Jr. So who is R.J. Lewis Jr.? If the name doesn't ring a bell, you're not alone. Lewis went undrafted this summer, but signed a 2-way deal with the Jazz. He's a 6'7" wing from St. John's, and was named the 2025 Big East Player of the Year. A versatile scorer, Lewis has a smooth jumper, a long frame, and plays with real energy on both ends. This isn't a blockbuster acquisition, let's be clear, but it's a classic, low-risk, high-upside move. And more importantly, R.J. Lewis Jr. is cheap. He's on a 2-way contract, and that fits perfectly with Boston's cost-cutting strategy. Let's not forget the other side of this trade, the Utah Jazz. Utah is taking on Niang's $8.2 million contract for just 1 season. In return, they're getting 2 second-round picks essentially for free. Think of it this way. Utah is using cap space like a weapon. They absorb a short-term deal, get extra draft assets, and if Niang plays well, he becomes a valuable trade chip by February. If not, no problem. His contract comes off the books in 2026. For a team that's still rebuilding around Lauri Markkanen and Keyonte George, this is a smart move. Low risk, potential reward. So while the Niang trade was all about subtraction, Boston's next move is about addition. Enter Chris Boucher. According to reports, the Celtics are signing Boucher to a 1-year, $3.3 million deal. And it's exactly the kind of value play that Brad Stevens is known for. Boucher brings length, shot blocking, and energy off the bench. He might not be a star, but in today's NBA, having a mobile big man who can hit the 3 and protect the rim is gold. With Porzingis gone, Luke Kornet signing with the Spurs, and Al Horford likely not returning, the Celtics are thin in the frontcourt. Boucher helps fill that void, and he does it at a fraction of the cost. Now let's take a step back and look at the big picture. The Celtics are clearly not chasing a championship in 2025. And that's probably the right call. With Jayson Tatum out due to a torn Achilles, their window, at least for this upcoming season, is effectively closed. So instead of doubling down and overpaying role players, Boston is pivoting. They're shedding salary, staying under the tax apron, and giving themselves room to breathe. This isn't a full rebuild, but it is a reset. Brad Stevens is making smart, measured moves. He's keeping the books clean, getting younger, and stocking up on draft picks. That's how you stay competitive in the long run, especially with Tatum and Jaylen Brown as your franchise cornerstones. So what's next? Don't be surprised if Boston makes more under-the-radar moves. Think value contracts, young talent, and maybe even some G League call-ups. This is the year for development. R.J. Louise Jr. could get real minutes. Chris Boucher will get a chance to re-establish his value. And don't sleep on guys like Sam Hauser, Neemias Queta, or even Jordan Walsh taking steps forward. The Celtics are building something. It just might not be obvious yet. And once Tatum returns in 2026, this team could be back in title contention with a clean cap sheet, draft capital, and a younger, deeper roster. So Celtics fans, how are you feeling? Was trading Georges Niang and signing Chris Boucher the right move? Is this smart planning or just giving up on next season? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you want more deep dives into every move across the NBA. We'll be covering it all: trades, free agency, rebuilds, and championship runs. Turn on those notifications and stay locked in.